Maylin is an obedient and good daughter who always listens to her parents. She's an active, multi-talented student who gets perfect scores in every subject. Since she just turned 13, she's feeling a bit full of herself, thinking she's officially entered adulthood. Maylin has 3 best friends, and all 4 of them are huge fans of an idol group called 4 Town. Every evening, she has to clean the family temple with her mother, a tradition passed down through generations. Their temple isn't for gods or goddesses but is a place to honor their ancestors. Among their ancestors, the greatest was Sun Yi, who could communicate with animals. Specifically, she befriended red pandas, and since then, red pandas have protected their lineage. It's Maylin and her mother's job to explain the history of their ancestors and the red pandas to visitors who come to the temple. While they act as guides, her father takes on the responsibility of cooking. Maylin is a helpful and good child to both her parents. However, the 4 Town group that Maylin loves is considered an eyesore and annoying by her mother. Because of this, Maylin has to pretend to dislike them just to please her mom. While being an obedient child worked fine during her childhood, as she grows older, she starts feeling an unconscious sense of suffocation. Then, one night during her puberty, she dreams about red pandas and wakes up to find herself transformed into a giant red panda. When she looks in the mirror to wash her face, she is absolutely terrified by what she sees. Her mother, thinking it's just a normal phase of puberty, brings her a large basket filled with painkillers, hot water bottles, and pads. She assumes Maylin is just hiding out of shyness and leaves her alone without suspecting the truth. Maylin goes back to her room and tries to relax. As she calms down, her ears and tail disappear. She tries even harder to keep her cool. Once she's fully calm, she turns back into a human, but in her excitement and joy, she immediately transforms back into a panda. Realizing that staying calm is the key to remaining human, she tries to stay composed and goes to school. Her friends notice she's acting unusual. While she's trying to study quietly in the classroom, her mother is outside stalking her. The security guard chases her mom away for acting suspicious, which deeply embarrasses Maylin. Overwhelmed by shame and anger, she transforms back into the red panda and runs away from school in a whirlwind of emotions. Her mother desperately chases after her. When they get home, Maylin realizes her parents aren't shocked by the transformation itself, but rather that it happened so early. Her mother decides it's time to explain their family heritage. Their ancestor, Sun Yi, had a mystical connection with red pandas. During a time of war when all the men in the village were away fighting, Sun Yi prayed to the gods to turn her into a red panda so she could protect her family. On the night of a red moon, the gods granted her wish. As a red panda, Sun Yi was able to defend her family from various dangers. As she grew old, she passed this power down to her daughters, who in turn passed it to theirs. While being a red panda was a blessing in that era, it has become more of a curse in modern times as it doesn't fit in with society. Frustrated and feeling cursed, Maylin tries to take it out on the statue of Sun Yi, whom she blames. Her parents stop her and explain that there is a way to control the red panda spirit. Since the panda spirit is filled with anger and destructive urges, it needs to be sealed away so she never transforms again. On the night of the next red moon, Maylin must perform a ritual to seal the red panda spirit into a piece of jewelry, just like her mother and ancestors did. However, the red moon is still a month away, so they have to prepare to ensure she doesn't destroy anything in the meantime. The next day, she tries desperately not to let the panda appear, but her emotional state keeps triggering the transformation. When her 3 friends come looking for her because she skipped school, they are terrified at first but then fall in love with the fluffy red panda. They bring good news, for Town is coming to their city for a concert. For the hairy and smelly Maylin, this feels like bad news because she thinks she won't be able to go, and she starts crying. Her friends comfort her by singing a 4 Town song, which helps her turn back into a human. From that moment on, Maylin feels she can control her emotions and stop the transformation. The 4 of them decide to ask their parents for permission to go to the concert. Although Maylin is certain her parents won't agree, she decides to try anyway. Once her friends leave, Maylin tells her mother she has the panda situation under control. Her parents test her with things that would trigger her emotions. When they show her a series of sad images, she struggles to stay in control, but thinking of her friends' comfort calms her down. Finally, her parents bring out the ultimate weapon, adorable kittens. They are so cute that Maylin gets incredibly excited, but by focusing on her friends, she manages to maintain her human form. Her parents are amazed by her self-control. Having gained their trust, Maylin presents a long list of impressive facts about Four Town to argue why she should go to the concert. However, her mother strictly forbids her from going to such a crowded event. Even though her father tries to speak up for her, the $200 ticket price becomes the perfect excuse to say no. It's not just Maylin, her friends have their own hurdles. One isn't allowed out until they're 30, and the others have to earn their own ticket money. Realizing they might miss Four Town, Maylin explodes with anger, feeling that despite being a perfect daughter her whole life, her one simple request was denied. Ultimately, the four of them decide to earn the money and sneak out without their parents knowing. Even though she can control her anger, just thinking about Four Town makes her so excited that she transforms. Some girls at school accidentally see her. Expecting them to be scared, Maylin is surprised when they beg to see the red panda again, offering anything in exchange. This gives the four friends an idea to earn the $800 they need. Their first move is to convince Maylin's mother that she's taking extra math tutoring. Their second move is to spread rumors among the students about where the red panda is. They charge an entry fee for students to hug the panda or take photos with her. Later, they expand by selling t-shirts, hair ties, and tails made by the red panda. They start a massive business expansion to hit their $800 goal before the concert. While the whole school becomes fans of the red panda and the concert date approaches, Maylin is stressed because they are still $200 short. Right on cue, a classmate named Tyler offers $200 if the red panda attends his birthday party. Her friends worry about her mother catching her since it's at night, but Maylin is so motivated that they decide to go for it. On the very day they plan to sneak off to Tyler's house, Maylin's grandmother arrived along with all her aunts. As soon as they walked in, the aunts began fussing over Maylin, commenting on how she had either lost or gained weight. They had arrived early for Maylin's ritual, and Maylin's mother, who was visibly intimidated by her own mother, was anxious for them to leave quickly. While Maylin was busy trying to please her aunts, Tyler was growing furious at his birthday party because the panda had not yet arrived. As Maylin was attempting to sneak out of her room, her grandmother entered. She explained how difficult it is to contain such a beast within one's body. While transforming into the red panda offers a sense of liberation, each transformation makes the panda's spirit stronger and progressively harder to control. Grandma warned her that if she transformed too often, the spirit would become impossible to seal during the ritual and would remain with her forever. Though Maylin was frightened, she headed to Tyler's party as soon as her grandmother left. However, she didn't show up in her panda form at first, instead wearing a large paper costume. Tyler refused to pay unless she was the actual panda. Desperate for the remaining $200, Maylin told herself it would be the last time and transformed into the red panda. While everyone was having a blast with the panda at the party, back home, her mother was struggling with her own fear of the grandmother. When she went to check on Maylin, she found the bed empty and discovered the hidden red panda merchandise underneath. Following the address on Tyler's invitation, she immediately set off for the party. Meanwhile, as Maylin and her friends were celebrating, news broke that Four Town would be performing on the night of the red moon, the exact same night as the ritual. Maylin was devastated. When Tyler spoke to her harshly, demanding she come down, she lost her temper and lunged at him. Her outburst terrified Tyler and all the other children. When her mother arrived, she apologized profusely to Tyler and his parents. However, she didn't blame her perfect daughter. Instead, she assumed Maylin's friends had pressured her into coming. Maylin stayed silent while her mother scolded her friends, causing them to feel betrayed and angry with her. Maylin felt terrible for betraying her friends just to maintain her image as a good daughter. On the night of the Four Town concert, the three friends went alone, looking dejected. But once they got there, they let loose and enjoyed themselves. Back at the temple, as Maylin prepared for the ritual, her father found the video of her and her friends having fun and making money. Seeing her truly happy for the first time, he encouraged her to do what she felt was right for herself. As the eclipse approached, the shaman was ready in full attire to seal the red panda. A circle was drawn to create a gateway between the spirit world and the human world. To help Maylin focus, her aunts sang around the circle. To open the gate, one must sing from the bottom of their heart. While any song would work, the elders stuck to traditional chants. During the eclipse, the circle glowed with magical light, and the portal opened. In the spirit world, Sun Yi was waiting. Passing through a mirror-like surface would separate the red panda spirit from Meilin. Although she would become a normal girl on the other side, Meilin realized she loved her red panda side and decided to keep it. When she returned to the physical world still in panda form, her family tried to stop her. Meilin declared she was keeping the panda and ran toward the four-town concert. In her haste, she accidentally knocked her mother aside, cracking the amulet that sealed her mother's own red panda spirit. Furious that her daughter had disobeyed her, the mother also transformed into a gargantuan red panda. Meilin leaped from the concert roof straight to her friends. She apologized, and they forgave her, happy to see her and the panda back. Even Tyler showed up secretly, decked out in fan gear. The five of them cheered for their idols with tears in their eyes. In the middle of their excitement, Meilin's mother arrived. Now large enough to throw the entire stadium. Everyone, including the audience and Four Town, fled in terror. In her rage, the mother started destroying everything. The grandmother and aunts arrived and prepared to seal her spirit before the eclipse ended. While her father marked out a massive circle, Meilin distracted her mother. The shaman and the relatives took their positions. When her mother continued to struggle, Meilin, losing her temper, headbutted her. The mother fell unconscious, but since she wasn't in the circle, Meilin had to drag her in. The others sang to open the spirit gate. Because of her mother's massive size, Meilin struggled alone as the red moon began to fade. To help her daughter, the grandmother broke her own amulet and transformed into a red panda. When even the two of them couldn't move her, the aunts also broke their amulets and joined in. Together, they pulled her into the circle, but the unconscious mother couldn't hear the singing, so the gate wouldn't open. At that moment, Meilin's friends started beatboxing, and they asked Four Town to help sing. Even the hiding fans joined in when they heard their idols, creating a massive harmony. The Four Town concert turned into a ritual for the red panda lineage, and everyone entered the spirit world. One by one, the grandmother and aunts passed through the mirror, releasing their panda spirits. Meilin, however, chose to keep hers. For the first time, her mother respected her choice and let her be. From then on, the mother and daughter reconciled. The temple became a popular attraction as they used the real red panda to explain their family history. Meilin stopped spending all her time at the temple and started enjoying life with her friends. She even got to hang a signed photo of Four Town in the temple. While the red panda is no longer a family secret, a new secret emerged. Meilin's father is also a huge Four Town fan.